Gentlemen, I withdraw.
I told them, Joe. I told them class would tell. Pow! Right in the chairman's lap. It was a good punch. Reminded me of the old days in the coal mine.
After he'd quit. What was the good of that?
Well, now, Edith, we're talking about Joe Chapin. You don't think he'd hang around where he wasn't wanted? Gentlemen, I withdraw. That's Joe Chapin in 3 words.
Exactly. Where do you think he is now?
Where I'd be in his place, off somewhere treating my wounds with alcohol. Edith.
Don't leave me alone.
I'll leave you alone. Go easy on him, Edith, when he comes back. He's got nothing left now except you.
Get out.
Come in.
Oh, pardon me. Where's the party?
What party?
Well, they said there was a party in 315.
Oh. This is 215. You've got the wrong floor.
Well, my mistake. Say, what you doing? Getting drunk all by yourself?
That's the general idea.
It isn't good for a gentleman to drink by himself.
Well, why don't you join me?
Don't mind if I do. I guess a gentleman gets lonely on the road. What are you traveling?
What do I travel in?
You know. What do you sell? You're a salesman, aren't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm a salesman. At least I was till a few hours ago. I just quit.
Well, what were you selling?
Myself.
Are you kidding?
Why? Is there any law against selling yourself?
Now look, mister, you got me wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply anything like that. I'm very sorry. I just meant I was trying to get a job.
And it fell through?
It fell through. And how?
Say, you broke or something?
No, not in that sense of the word, no.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about. Big, strong, handsome man like you. I'm Stella. What's your name, honey?
What's my name? My name is Chump.
Chump?
Chump. Joseph B. Chump.
Now you're kidding again.
You know what a chump is, don't you? He is someone who thinks he can get anything he wants by reaching out and grabbing it. Just like that. Now, that's all right for a kid. But when a man of 50 does it, he is a chump. And a useless chump.
You're hurting my arm.
I'm sorry. I frequently hurt people without meaning to. It's my specialty.
Look, mister.
You think you can buy anything you want. All you have to do is put down the money and it's yours. Like dropping a nickel on a pile of newspapers and walking off with the paper you want. You think everything's for sale. Everything in the world. Your daughter's husband. The highest office in the land. Everything. All you need is a nickel. I'm making a funny joke. Why don't you laugh?
Yeah, well, it's been nice knowing you, mister. Real nice.
Don't go. I'm enjoying our conversation.
Well, you see, I promised these gentlemen that I'd show up at this...
I'm sorry, my dear.
party.
I've been most inconsiderate. Here, wait a minute. Here, for your time and the pleasure of your company.
Well, this is $100.
Go spend it on your heart's desire. Buy yourself some happiness.
Gee, thanks. Thanks a lot, Mr. Chump.
Where have you been?
Hotel in town. I got drunk.
Never occurred to you to let me know where you were?
It occurred to me.
Were you alone?
Yep. Oh. Did I have a woman with me? As a matter of fact, I did, yeah.
I thought so.
No, Edith. She just happened to walk in by mistake. I gave her a drink and sent her away.
I can just picture that.
The way I was feeling, I just wanted to be alone. I remember one time you were angry with me. We were in New York, long ago.
15 years.
That long? Yes, I guess it was. You stayed overnight in New York. Remember that? Without me.
I remember it very well.
Well, that time you wanted to be by yourself, and this time I wanted to be by myself.
You're lying.
I never asked you what you did.
Maybe you should have asked me.
What are you trying to say, Edith?
Have I aroused your curiosity? Well, that's something anyway. You've always been so smugly complacent about me.
I don't call it being smugly complacent. I call it trusting you. I always have, and I still do.
And it would be unthinkable for me to have anything to do with another man?
Yes, I guess it would.
Why?
Yes, I'd say that.
Why?
Why? Because you're not that kind of a person.
What kind of a person am I? How long is it since you've given any thought to me as a person? You have good reason to know that I'm not a cold woman, and wouldn't it take some of the wind out of your sails to hear that somebody else knows that, too?
Are you trying to say that you've had affairs with other men?
Yes, I have. One affair, that time in New York.
Edith, why did you decide to tell me this now? Just at this moment.
Because you let those politicians walk all over you. And because, just at this moment, I despise you enough to tell you what I really think of you. I've wasted my life. I've wasted my life on a failure.
You're right, Edith. But you don't know why I'm a failure. You'll never understand that.
What are you talking about?
About a damn fool who never until this minute learned what was important in life and what wasn't. I wouldn't have made much of a president, but I could have at least been a good father. That's where I failed. With Joby and with Ann. Above all, with Ann. If only I... Well, it's too late now. There's nothing left of that. And long ago, I guess I even failed with you, or you wouldn't have done what you did.
Oh, and I suppose that you're going to hold it against me for the rest of my life.
No. No, Edith. There'll be no reprisals. Whether we like it or not, we are both getting old. And I'm going to bed. Good night, Edith. Thank you, Carl.
Arthur, a word with you.
Yes, Billy.
How long has Joe been taking 2 double martinis before lunch?
Well, Joe's had a pretty tough year. What with his son, then his daughter, and now this political thing. One knockout punch after another.
And another one. A sort of a sneak rabbit punch getting to be 50.
You're not implying that at 50, Joe's life is over.
Oh, it's foolish to say that a man's life is over while he has anything in him to respond to new life. Where's that daughter of his?
Ann, she's working in a bookstore in New York.
Did he miss her?
He misses her like the very devil. You know, someone from the firm has to go to New York next week. Maybe...
First scattered returns from a few precincts in New Hampshire give Wilkie, Republican, 168 votes. Roosevelt, Democrat, 107 votes. We repeat the feature.